Ready? Hello, YouTube community. How are you? It's Crazy Hungarian Joe. And who's this guy next to me?
It's me. It's Spooky Dudes. It's Tuck. This is my father, Joe. Crazy Joe.
That's my boy. This one. Still don't figure it out. We're just kind of trying something here. We're going to maybe start a show where we just Tuck and I talk about movie trailers, upcoming movies that have happened, later movies. We're going to pick three a show, and we are just going to talk about them, show them, talk about them. Before we start, Tucker, what'd you do today? Did you have any exciting things happen?
Just worked. My medicine timer just went off. That's just how awesome I am today. But yeah, I just kind of chilled, play some vids, cuddled with my cats. Got some Burger King with Crazy Joe.
It was delicious.
Ate some burger.
Ate some burgers and some chicken. You know, the chicken sandwich from Burger King is still my favorite.
It's really good.
I don't know. I think it's because it's all that processed meat that's pushed together with whatever kind of...
With the meat glues.
With the glues and disgusting sawdust and all that stuff.
Yeah. Just adds complexities to it.
It does. So, okay. Now, let us just get this off on the go.
Let's do.
Any good movies or TV? What have you watched lately?
Honestly, I haven't really been watching a lot of stuff. I've been rewatching. I guess I've been rewatching Justice League Unlimited.
Nice.
And then caught the last 10 minutes of Jack, the Giant Slayer.
Ewan McGregor.
Is
that good? I haven't seen that.
I mean, it's a movie, you know.
Yeah.
My roommates really liked it. Michael Booty Lewis. Smiled. He grinned.
Did he?
And then Abby was like this. Purple Yoshi went like this a couple times. So
that's good stuff, man.
Yeah, so
it's good stuff, dude. Okay. Give me a second. We're gonna start this off. When did this new trailer, the first one we're gonna watch here, when did that come out?
Was that today? The first trailer?
I really hate ads. Just a sec, man.
You're good.
Didn't we just do this and there was no problems whatsoever?
Yeah.
That's the way it goes, dude. Hi, Abigail Swag.
Let's go.
All right, here we go.
I'm looking for something. Something I do not understand. Ready? Because there's no going back.
Let's go! That shit looked banging. That Nine Inch Nails soundtrack? You got to be kidding me.
That was awesome. Especially like the part when I was like the big tank things or whatever was coming through the red one.
Mm-hmm.
I think that looks pretty good, actually. You
The
got
flying, the little flying ship
Yeah.
things. I forgot I haven't seen Tron in a while, so.
But just that first part there with the bikes going through there, that was so awesome. Holy crap! But I think it looks really good. You got Gillian Anderson. Hello, Jillian. And then you got Jeff Bridges is back, I imagine, because you heard his voice.
Yep.
Little boy Jared's in it, which I could care less.
Evan Peters, Quicksilver, Ralph Boner. I'm excited to see him. I love Evan Peters. He's a great actor. He's awesome.
Wait, Evan Peters, what was he in?
He was Quicksilver in like Days of Future Past.
Oh, he's in that. Okay,
he's like I think he's the lead. He's the lead guy.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, I even liked him when he was on WandaVision.
Yeah,
when he came back.
Ralph Boner.
Yeah, and then he played Dahmer too, didn't he?
Yes, he did. Gooby Goomba. Thanks for the love.
What's up, Gooby Goomba? So, Nine Inch Nails is doing the soundtrack. That's pretty kick-ass.
Mm-hmm.
I've always liked Nine Inch Nails.
Nine Inch Nails is good. Especially, like, I think it's a perfect, like, pairing because, like, the first one had Wendy Carlos, who did the synth stuff for, like, The Shining and some Journey. And then Tron Legacy had Daft Punk, techno band. And then you got this, Nine Inch Nails, which is also, like, industrial. They're all perfect for the movie. The soundtracks, you can say whatever you want about the movies, but the soundtracks are amazing. I've been listening to both of them for so long. So.
Yeah. No, I think it looks pretty good. I think it looks fun.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'll be I'm sorry, but I never saw Tron Legacy.
That's okay. I saw it. I watched it with Brother Tommy. With Brother Tommy one time. And
I heard it had mixed reviews.
It had some mixed reviews, but like it's now like a cult classic, kind of like the original now.
Yeah. I remember when the original came out. The original was like, we were talking earlier today, it was so ahead of its time with what was, I mean, you watch it now and you're like, that looks weird. Yeah. But no, I loved it.
Yeah, Abigail Swag 300. I like Tron Legacy. Tron Legacy was pretty good. The guy that directed it, Joseph Constancy, I don't know how to pronounce his name. He directed Top Gun Maverick.
Oh, really?
So it's really good. It's awesome. He knows how to make a Legacy sequel. So
that's cool. Heck yeah, dude.
But yeah.
So what do you think? Thumbs up? Trailer?
2 thumbs up.
I mean, there'll be it's just like the teaser trailer, but still it looks really like they really kicked its ass on that one. Just right to the kind of leaves everything to the imagination.
It's the perfect little dose. I didn't feel spoiled by anything.
Yeah.
I just was like, oh shit. It's everything a trailer should be or a teaser trailer should be, honestly. That's a good trailer.
It gets you motivated to want to see it,
Sure. You get that like perfect. They use the perfect amount of the soundtrack. You get the some of the visuals where it's like, they're in they're in real life now, stuff like that. And then Jared Leto, I don't know. I think it's gonna be pretty solid. We should go see it.
Oh, totally.
So,
okay, let's head to the next one, shall we? We'll watch the trailer and then we will. Here we go.
Who are you? I'm no one.
What's up, Swagdo?
Swag.
I was raised to do one thing, but I've got nothing to fight for. Nothing will stand in our way. I will finish what you started.
Oh, here it comes.
There are stories about what happened.
It's true. All of it. The dark side. The Jedi. They're real.
The Force. It's calling to you. Just let it in.
Oh my God.
Dude,
Honestly.
that's probably my top
That-
5 favorites.
That is a perfect. That trailer is so ungodly perfect. You know, this is the first time, and you can, like, seriously, this is the first time since that movie's come out that I've watched that trailer and I didn't get teary-eyed.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when the Han and Leia theme and you see the Millennium Falcon going through that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, it is. They should give Oscars to trailers.
They should.
Because that is, honestly, that is a perfect trailer. It's perfect.
Yeah, I used
It
to watch
leads
that
you into
trailer so
everything.
much. Yeah,
Yeah.
me too. We've collectively probably watched hours of that trailer. That trailer, and I mean, I want to talk about the movie a little bit too.
Oh yeah, dude.
That movie is so good. That's such a good movie. And it's such a, and granted, there's stuff that, it retreads a lot of stuff in the original trilogy, but the original trilogy is amazing. So who cares, right?
Yep.
But what J.J. Abrams and Lawrence Kasdan were able to do with the time that they had, that movie is awesome. And like the entire main cast, John Boyega as Finn, that character, his performance, he is such a fantastic actor, and the way they write his character it's like one of the best characters in Star Wars.
Yeah,
And it's so underappreciated.
Yep.
And then Daisy Ridley as Rey, like that's she's great. She's awesome.
Perfect.
She has that sass. It's like she has like a mixture of like Luke and Leia almost.
Yeah.
She has like the badass stands your ground.
Do what you got to do.
Do what you got to do. But then she also has that of course, like the farm, lives on a desert planet and feels alone and detached from everybody, as Luke does, even though he has on Aunt Beru and Uncle Owen and stuff. That movie's so good. And then Kylo, you get the snippet of the Knights of Ren, the hand touching R2, which we later figure out is like Luke.
Yeah.
Great fucking movie. I love that movie.
Oh, it is, dude. It really is.
I remember when that movie dropped digitally, I remember we pre-ordered it and it like released at like midnight.
Mm-hmm.
And we watched it once and we're like, nice. and then we watched it again.
Didn't you stay home from school that day?
I did.
I'm like, I'm just gonna call you in.
Yeah, there is only a couple different movies that I've watched. There's like Force Awakens, Guardians, Lego Movie for some reason, and Get Out were like the only movies where the second I watched it, I went back and I rewatched it. I
Yeah.
love those movies so much. They're all great. So
Do you remember standing in line
I do.
for that? We went opening night, and the mall up here, that line was insane. The amount of people. That is what today's movie audience is. So that's what you guys are missing, Tuck. And I'm glad you got to experience it, especially with the Star Wars movies when you were younger. Because when it was an opening night, it was you took the day off, you did whatever. You know, it was a Star Wars movie. And you don't have that anymore. You just don't have that. And that's what brings the excitement of seeing a movie in the movie theater.
Yeah. I will say that I remember when we went to it, I made a joke in line. I went to go, there's like a little water fountain, and I remember I had to walk past you guys, and I took a drink out of the water fountain, and I made a bet to my older brother, saying that I'm gonna walk back and say, "Oh, I can't believe Han died." This is before we watched the movie. And I did that. I was like, I can't believe Han died. Some shit like that. And I remember I walked back and you're like, what are you doing? There's a bunch of nerds. They're gonna fight you. So I did the movie. Lego movie is so good. That movie is so good. The first Lego movie and then like Lego Batman movie are awesome. Those are great flicks. But,
Then remember when we got into the movie theater and there was that guy that was a couple rows back and the movie theater's packed. He goes, I heard Han Solo dies in this one. And then he said it too. And everyone's like, dude, shut the F up, man.
Yeah. And I remember when he did die, I saw a couple people like look back.
Yeah.
We're like,
no, that brought back such awesome Star Wars, you know. And the thing about Star Wars too, especially with like me, is I went to the original Star Wars in '77 with my dad, my younger sister, with dad, with Grandpa Tom, Uncle Todd, Auntie Annie. And then when Empire Strikes Back came out, same thing. Return of the Jedi, same thing. But then when Episode 1 came out, I was out in North Carolina, and so Auntie Annie and Stymie, Mike, we all went to that, you know. And then so then we went to those, but it's such a family thing for me, especially movies. You know that.
Yeah.
You know, you got to. I don't go to movies with anybody else but you guys, you kids. So I mean, it's just kind of, but it's always been a family thing. Love it. No, that is probably behind Empire Strikes Back is my second favorite Star Wars movie. Like seriously.
Yeah, it's so good. That movie is paced so well too. When Purple Yoshi and I rewatched Force Awakens not too long ago.
Ryu!
Yo, what's up? And then but when we rewatched it not too long ago, the pacing was so, it's a 2 hour and 17-minute long movie, but it just boom, boom, boom. And then thoughts on Rogue One and where it ranks among Star Wars movies.
That is my third favorite Star Wars movie. And Rogue One is so damn good.
Oh yeah.
It is so good.
Dad, I have something to admit.
And the tempo of that movie, you know, it's just so. I have a hard time putting that one. I have a hard time putting Rogue One behind Force Awakens. There's nothing, you know, nothing will beat Empire Strikes Back. That is my second favorite movie of all time. It's in the top 10 of the greatest movies ever made. Empire Strikes Back is a perfect movie. Perfect. Rogue One is also a perfect movie. It has everything in it. And, I remember going to that in a movie theater too, because it was everyone, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it yet, tough shit, this is coming out. You knew that they were going to die. You knew every single one of them was going to die, and they did.
Mm-hmm.
But it was so heroic, and it wasn't, Rogue One, God, I haven't seen. And that and the fact that you've got Peter Cushing back as Tarkin, not back, but the CGI that they did or AI they did, that was a thrill for me.
Mm-hmm.
Peter Cushing's one of my all-time favorite actors. But then when you have Darth Vader back, you got Vader back.
Mm-hmm. New Hope's great too.
And that last scene with Vader, and he's cutting through everybody. Oh, dude. It brutalized Vader.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey, Shannon, what's up, dude? Just talking some movies, man.
I still haven't seen Andor yet. That's what I was gonna admit.
Oh God, I've
heard Andor is amazing. Too. Season 2 comes out May. Is it in May? Is it May 4th?
No, it comes out in a couple weeks, I believe.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
But in that sets everything up good. Whoever was doing the writing for that, you see, what you need to do is, if you're going to make a Star Wars movie, get people who grew up loving the movies.
Mm-hmm.
They know the lore. They know everything about it. Oh, Andor is great, Shannon.
I need to watch it. I've seen some clips, but I know really nothing about it. Or I do. I mean, I know Andor and Stellan Skarsgård and Andy Serkis is in it.
Andy Serkis. It is so good. Now they're bringing back Middleton's going to be.
Oh, really?
As
Krennic.
Krennic, yeah, he'll be in the next season.
Man, this makes me want to go rewatch all the Star Wars movies.
I know, man. I know.
I might have to. Or the new Mandalorian, does that come out this year or next year? The movie
that comes out. The movie next year out
next year.
But see, that's going to be. I'm glad that they're putting them out in the movie theater because I don't want to get burnt out. I got so burnt out with Star Wars, and that's for another show. But like The Acolyte, it was okay.
Yeah.
But you know what? If you get hired to write a Star Wars movie, if you get hired to direct a Star Wars movie, make sure you watch the fucking movies.
Yeah.
You play the video games. You do some research on it because kyber crystals is what turns the lightsaber color. It's not, she's got so much anger in her that it turns it red. Shut up. No.
Yeah.
That's not how it goes. Don't care. Anyway, yes, Andor is up there, man.
KOTOR. Are they still doing the remake? What's up with that? What's up with the KOTOR remake?
They need to.
Yeah.
There's a lot of the good video games, not going to rant, but one of my greatest lines ever in a Star Wars anything. Oh, Ryu says they are. Is in Force Unleashed when Starkiller is about to jump down into the Death Star, and what's her name's like, will I ever see you again? And he's like, probably not, no. But he's just like,
yeah, dude, I want to replay those games. I think I might dedicate a good couple months to Star Wars shit now because of this.
See what you need to do is you need to start from Phantom Menace, Clone Wars, then watch the Clone Wars series, then watch Revenge of the Sith, then watch Andor, then watch Kenobi. But that would take
a while. And then like
at least a year and a half. Like
Kenobi was really fun too.
Kenobi was great.
They haven't even announced the second season, did they? Or did they? No. Or they announced it, but like it's like probably on the back burner.
It's still up there. I'm sure they're going to do it.
So, yeah.
No, Kenobi because my favorite time frame of Star Wars is between Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope.
Mm-hmm.
That's my shit right there, because that's the questions I had when I was growing up from the original trilogy. What happened before and that's what I loved it. Loved it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Great.
I'm sorry, I'll leave you alone. I got my cat here.
Put the headphones on your cat. Which cat is that?
That's Lana.
Hi, Lana. Shannon, I love Kenobi too, man.
I'll be right back.
That lightsaber battle between Obi-Wan Kenobi and Vader at the end was just so good and just so gut-wrenching. Every scene between Vader and Kenobi. And it was so nice to see Ewan McGregor back in that character. And then you even get to see, spoiler, but if you haven't seen it yet, sorry, tough shit. When Qui-Gon Jinn came back, that was, that lightsaber battle was so good. And then they paused, and Obi-Wan Kenobi's like, I'm sorry for everything. And then the way the lighting was on Anakin Vader's mask, you're just like, oh God, very symbolic. I'm a deep thinker, so I think way too much shit about that. Oh, dude, I cried too. Like, seriously, I freaking bawled. That was just so sad. It was just, but you needed that though. You needed to know that Vader was nuts. Vader is nuts. He's crazy. All right, so let's move on. So before that, thoughts. Force Awakens trailer. Thumbs up?
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
It's like one of the best trailers ever.
It is. It's one of the greatest. It's in my top 5 of favorite trailers of all time. All right, here we go. We're going to set up the next one. This is one of my favorite 80 movies of all time. You have the introduction to characters that were brought into another set of movies. But here we go.
Nationwide victims.
Yeah, this is Will Graham of the FBI.
One killer.
This is what the subject's teeth look like.
Have you ever seen blood on the moonlight well?
William, you're gonna make yourself sick or get yourself killed.
Multiple trails.
Just you and me now, sport.
One hunter.
I'm gonna find you. Damn it.
FBI agent Will Graham. Manhunter.
Amazing.
Okay, so to anybody out there not watching, Manhunter is the original story that Thomas Harris wrote with Silence of the Lambs. So Brian Cox plays Hannibal Lecter. He's the guy behind the bars in jail. Graham, William Peterson, plays Will Graham, who caught Hannibal Lecter. If you saw the movie Red Dragon with Ed Norton and that stuff, and so that's where that leads into Clarice and Silence of the Lambs. But that is one of my all-time favorite 80s movies. Shannon, yes, it's a great one. And that was a release of the collector's edition. That wasn't Arrow. That was Scream Factory, wasn't it?
Scream Factory, yeah. I got my hands on it.
Did you?
It's been like out of print for so long. I finally got my hands on it. That's like one of my favorite movies ever. Michael Mann is like kind of the GOAT, as they say.
Yeah. And Michael Mann directed Last of the Mohicans, Heat. Miami Vice.
Mm-hmm.
What else has he done? What he did, the Ferrari movie, didn't he?
Yeah, he did Ferrari. Did he do the Muhammad Ali movie with
Yes, I believe he did.
Yeah, Manhunter. I rewatched that too the second I got the Blu-ray, and they have like a special director's monitor cut on there. And that movie has to be hands down not only the best one of the best scored movies ever with the soundtrack.
Oh yes,
the way everything's shot, the cinematography and everything is so good that it's just like, it's such a good movie. It's so awesome.
Oh yeah, you got to check that out. Hey, Library, what's up, dude?
What's up, Library?
New show, movie Joe and Tuck's Trailer Hour. Yeah, and that scene where he's watching the video of the family of the victims. Mm-hmm. He's like talking to himself while he's figuring it out.
Yeah,
is so. And that whole scene after that, it's so suspenseful for about 15 minutes there because they're getting the phone calls, they got to get to St. Louis and stuff. But when he crashes through the window, the
build up. I showed that to a couple friends. I watched the movie with a couple buddies. Excuse me. And I was like, there's a scene in this movie. And I don't want to spoil it for people, you know what I mean? I don't want to, or like when I was telling them, I didn't want to spoil it for them and ruin it for them. And then I just told them, I was like, there's a scene in this movie that's going to make you go, holy shit. And when that happened, they're like, holy shit. They're like screaming and we're like jumping up. They're like, let's go. It's so good. It's so good.
Yeah.
Akira, exactly. Akira, like the bikes in Akira and stuff. We're talking about Manhunter, Michael Mann's Manhunter, the first Hannibal Lecter movie.
Yeah,
but Brian Cox too.
Brian Cox is amazing as Hannibal Lecter. Brian Cox is
amazing as Hannibal Lecter. He's such a like snobby, but like smart. Like I don't know. It's so good. It's so.
Awesome. See, the thing is, like when you see Anthony Hopkins just standing there with his his head slicked back, he's just standing there. Hello, Clarice. All that shit. He's just crazy.
Yeah.
But when you see Brian Cox just sitting there, knowing what he did, the Brian Cox was a lot more edgy as Hannibal Lecter. I would have liked to have seen what he brought to the table. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Because he's one of my favorite actors too. That Autopsy of Jane Doe
with what's that dude's name?
I don't know, but it's on Netflix. Oh yeah, Library. You need to watch Manhunter, dude. That is one of the best 80s movies. Michael Mann. It's like a combination between Miami Vice and Heat in a way. It's so good. It's very suspenseful. It's good. It's just a great movie.
Another movie that has great pace.
Yeah.
Great pace.
The editing is just boom. Mm-hmm. It doesn't slow down at all. It's just, and then, oh my God, Tom Noonan.
Tom Noonan, dude.
How can we forget about Tom Noonan? He plays the
Tooth Fairy.
The Tooth Fairy. Mm-hmm. Holy shit.
And then the villain from Avatar, which I'm wearing an Avatar shirt. Villain from Avatar, Stephen Joff. No, that's the guy from Friday Night, he's Evil Ed. Steven, I forgot his name. He plays as the
reporter. Yeah.
in it. But yeah, that movie is so good. That's I don't even feel like words can describe how fucking awesome that movie is.
Manhunter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's just right from the beginning. You're just like, right from the beginning, you see it. And
yeah, it's library. It's on Prime. If you have Amazon Prime.
Oh, watch it. It is so good. You're going to, like, seriously. You're going to be like, holy shit, why haven't I seen this movie?
Mm-hmm.
But it was kind of under the radar, I think. I don't think people were. God, is that like one of the first real serial killer type movies?
Like the thriller.
Yeah, I know they they had the Boston Strangler. You had like crime dramas.
Mm-hmm.
But this was more like a psychological thriller, you know, like
a serious,
you know. I got my Exorcist shirt on. This is
yeah, it's great. Yeah, Abigail Swag, you need to watch it. And then have.
Oh, dude, if it's your sleepy time movie, you're not gonna fall asleep. Ryu.
No, you're gonna be like leaning forward in your chair, watching it.
Oh yeah, have Prime. Got to rewatch it for sure. That's so good, and it's just the writing of it and everything. And it's so the pace. You're right. The pace of it is just.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, gotta. Yeah, you know, I've never seen Avatar.
Really? I mean, that's okay. That's okay. I like Avatar. I'm gonna give Spooky Dudes an exorcism. That's crazy, son.
Whenever anybody says, "Have you seen Avatar?" I said, "Yeah, I saw it back in '91. It was called Dances with Wolves."
Yeah. Sorry, that comment got me laughing though. That's funny. I'm sorry.
No. So let's keep talking Manhunter here. So what is your favorite? What is your favorite moment in Manhunter?
There's two moments I think that are so top tier movie cinema shit that I can't decide on which one's my favorite. He is perfect library. He is honestly amazing. I like Anthony Hopkins as well, but it's a completely different thing. It's hard to like compare them. They play them completely different. But I think Cox has more. He's not just upfront creepy. Like you actually feel kind of threatened by him. Like by
Cox is the Hannibal Lecter that will kick your ass.
Yeah.
He'll kick the shit out of you. Hopkins was more just kind of.
Yeah.
But Cox is like, you know, like metal.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I would say you can't. After you watch Manhunter, you can compare the two.
Yeah.
I don't really see it. The two different acting styles that are doing it.
Yeah.
I prefer Cox's Hannibal Lecter over Hopkins, just like I said, because he's more menacing. It would be more of a, kind of a fight out kind of a story, I think, if they would have kept up with that. But
Hand and Ball.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either. But
okay, sorry, I interrupted you.
You're good. No, you're good. No, I genuinely think the last part where I don't want to spoil it for anybody. There's a part that builds up, and it results in it plays in Negata de Vida by Iron Butterfly, and they play the whole was that song 17 minutes as this is happening,
and it's so slow. It starts up the momentum because he's just doing what he's doing, and then all of a sudden he realizes, oh shit.
He's like, oh shit, and then
he starts like
fucking running. It's in slow mo.
Okay, stop.
Playing. I'm done.
It's
but
one of the coolest scenes ever in a movie.
Mm-hmm. And then another scene I like is there's a scene involving a tiger, a sedated tiger, with a character that's in it, and the
Joan
music that
Allen.
plays-
Joan
Allen?
Allen's in that too. That's crazy. She's really good in that.
Is she the blind
Yeah, she's the blind girl.
girl?
Yeah.
There's a blind girl that's in it, and she's like, she loves animals, and she meets a tiger, and it's the music that plays, and everything is so good. Hannibal Buress from Eric Andre show.
Yeah.
Dad, do you remember the Eric Andre show with Flavor Flav
Yeah.
when he
Kicks him in the face?
Oh, excuse me, I'm a little sick, so I'm sorry if I'm like best Hannibal. Yeah, Mads Mikkelsen was pretty good too in the Hannibal show.
Yeah, I gotta say that he was really good.
I think that they're all good. I think we've seen more of Anthony Hopkins, and I wish we got more Cox. Honestly, but yeah, Brian Cox.
I personally, I'm glad. I don't wish we had more Cox. But Brian Cox was
I
kick-ass.
mean Brian Cox. You know what I mean?
Brian Cox was amazing. He is my choice, library. He is my choice. My choice.
100% Joe. Let's go.
That's right.
Yeah, no, hey now. yeah. My apologies.
I mean, I'm not gonna judge. I'm not gonna judge.
No
I'm just
judging.
saying.
This is the no don't judge me challenge moment, okay?
Yeah.
No more Cox.
No more Cox.
No more. We're
Brian
done.
Cox.
Dunzo.
But Brian Cox is my choice for Hannibal Lecter. But library, watch the movie and decide for yourself. But I'm just saying. Just saying.
Yeah, and then yeah, I think, but again, there's so many moments. The heart wants what it wants. Yeah,
Sure.
sorry, it was a Freudian slip. My bad, y'all. Joe Choose.
All right, now you guys are just getting silly. Okay,
Dude,
now go
what?
on. What now?
What is going on?
Okay, what now?
I think the movie's just awesome.
Yeah.
What's your favorite? Hold on. Also, when I'm muting myself and turning this way, I'm not doing anything suspicious. I promise. I'm just blowing my nose.
I raised you better, son. But the my favorite part though is when, like I said, when he's sitting there in the hotel room watching the video. That's my favorite. It's just the build up. The whole movie's so good that it's just that whole build up, just like
Another thing I think we should mention too, the main thing that differs this movie from like a lot of other different ones is it's like a cat and mouse game. Game. It still is that, but what's crazy is Will Graham, William Peterson's character, he retires from being a detective because he gets so involved in his cases. He puts himself in the place of the serial killer, and he that's how he's able to solve and figure out very small specific details. And it does such a big it takes a toll on his mental health and stuff, and he has a son and a wife, and it's so interesting. It's so interesting. I have the original first printing of Red Dragon, the hardcover too. That's super sick. That the movie's based off of and stuff.
Yeah, Red Dragon.
Anyways, continue, Dad. I apologize.
But Will Graham's not ever meant. Is he in the Lecter? Was he in the Hannibal show?
He was. He's the. I forgot the actor that played as him, but he's like the main character in that one. Yeah, library. It's awesome. Another movie I think has a similar vibe is Night Flyer. The more I think about it.
Give me a second.
Let's watch Night Flyer.
Give me a second. We'll find it. We're going to cue this shit up. Damn it, son. Oh, that's one of my all-times, too. I guess we'll have to do 4 trailers. All right,
Yeah,
sorry
yeah,
guys.
story.
Yes, the Stephen King.
The it has what's that actor's name from using Twin Peaks and RoboCop?
Miguel Ferrara.
Abel? Or no, yeah.
No,
Yeah. You're right. I'm sorry.
Miguel Ferrara.
Yeah, he
George Clooney's cousin.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Give me a moment. Crap, sorry.
You're good.
We're starting it over, folks.
Yeah, he was also the voice of Deathstroke, I think, on Teen Titans, I'm pretty sure.
I can't have you sitting in the middle of my runway. Respond. Over.
He's real. You've always wanted to know what hell was like. Now you will know.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that short story was in either Skeleton Crew or Nightmares and Dreamscapes, I'm pretty sure.
It was in Skeleton Crew.
Skeleton Crew?
Yeah,
But
Mel Ferrer. He was a huge comic book because he passed away, I believe, a few years ago. But he was a huge comic book collector.
Oh yeah. I don't think that trailer did that movie justice. That trailer is pretty. I'm not gonna lie. That was a very because I think the movie was that direct? Was that a TV movie? Was that direct to video? Was that actually in theaters and everything?
No, it came out in the larger areas, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Shannon, my favorite part of that movie, and I'm not giving anything away, is when Mel Ferrer goes, because he's an investigator, and there's this at night flyer, this small passenger plane will come in, and it's full of dirt, and anyway, people end up dying, and so he's doing investigating on it and seeing what's going on with it and all that crap. But there's a part in the end where he's in the bathroom and he's standing there looking in the mirror, and all of a sudden in the urinal, you see this blood shooting into the urinal, and it's the vampire because you can't see a vampire in the mirror, and he's taking a piss.
He's just pissing blood.
And it's like, what?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The movie, the DVD is really hard to find. That's like severely out of print.
You can't find that anywhere. I think the last time I saw it was on Mercari. And it was like $130 for just the Blu-ray.
Oh, sorry, my cat's being goofy right now.
Oh, fighter.
She's up there? Okay, I'll be right back. My cat might get stuck behind a fridge. I'll be right back, y'all.
Well, what? Nice parenting, dude.
Dude, I can't, I think she's too scared to get down. Really? Yeah. Okay. I'll be right back. I'm just going to mute myself. Should I get somebody to stand in for me?
No, you're good. I got this.
Okay, I'll be right back, y'all. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I don't know why King doesn't have it on Tubi because it's a perfect Tubi movie. But yeah, that bathroom scene was hilarious. There's a lot of from the short stories is analogs or whatever is anthology movies. There was a lot of short stories that were just awesome. But the one that I thought was funny was the short story from Skeleton Crew called No, not Skeleton Crew. What was the first one he had? The first
Night Shift?
Night Shift. And they had the Lawnmower Man story.
Oh my God.
And all it was this big fat guy taking off all of his clothes and eating the grass in the guy's backyard. Yeah. And yeah, your viewership will jump up with cats. But then the movie comes out with Pierce Brosnan and Jeff Fahey, and it's like
Didn't Stephen King sue? He sued because they said
he was pissed. He was
put in the marketing and it has nothing to do with that short story.
Yeah. But Night Flyer was in that, and that's my top 5 favorite Stephen King movies and stories just in general. Because it's like I love that type of movie where it's like somebody investigating something or somebody trying to finds, it just keeps it suspenseful. It keeps it fun. Yes. Oh, yep. Cat appearance.
But yeah, Lawnmower Man. Yeah. I love that whole book is awesome. Yeah. Honestly, Night Shift's awesome. All of the short stories.
It's got Graveyard Shift, Lawnmower Man.
What was Jerusalem's Lot? The prequel or
Salem's Lot? Yep.
And then, Last Rung of the Ladder or whatever.
Yeah,
that one was pretty good too. I think that's what it's called.
Cat's Eye
was
in that one.
Oh my gosh,
there's a lot. I can't even remember them all, and I've read every one of his books too, up until about 10 years ago. There's not no Pet Cemetery was a full
Children of the Corn.
Quitters
Inc. Sometimes they come back.
Sometimes they come back.
The Mangler.
Boogeyman. I love that movie so much with what's his name? He was in Silence of the Lambs. Who played what's his name? In The Mangler. He played the detective. Played Buffalo Bill or whatever.
Ted
Levine. Ted Levine.
Yeah.
And then it had Robert Englund was in that too. Mangler is a great one. Nothing like having a possessed demon sewing machine killing people.
And then Trucks, the Maximum Overdrive short story was in there too.
Remember when we were so most of Stephen King's movies were filmed during the 80s. Movies were filmed in Wilmington, North Carolina. And what was it, 7, 5, 6 whatever years ago, we were out in Wilmington and we drove by the lot where they did Maximum Overdrive. Remember that?
Yeah. I'm like, and Silver Bullet as well.
Yep, there's a whole bunch of.
I recently found my Cycle of the Werewolf copy too.
Oh, see, that's a great movie too. Yeah. We're trying, Shannon. We're movie nerds too. Gotta love the movies, man. But yeah, no, Wilmington. I was shocked of all the stuff that was filmed out there. But the one that I thought was cool was when we were out there. Here we're looking at, because I had an audition at Screen Gem Studios when we were out there, and you're like Screen Gems. They filmed Evil Dead 2. Dead by Dawn in Wilmington in those sound stages that we saw. Isn't that just freaking what do you young kids call it? Baller?
It's baller.
It's baller.
It's got Riz. It's got Skibbity
got
Toilet
Riz.
Riz.
Oh God, that was so fun. That was just a lot of great stuff was filmed out there. A lot of horror. But
Yeah,
too bad. Swamp Thing, the new season of Swamp Thing, that new when CW or Warner Brothers WB was whatever was going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And then they got greedy with the film, with the distribution and everything like that. And taxes. They didn't get the tax write-off. So that kind of ticked everybody off, but yeah, Shannon, that was out in Wilmington, North Carolina. Screen Gem Studios is out there. And they
Army Darkness.
Yeah.
And then like Darkman too, like what you were saying, Library, the comic book director. Darkman was awesome. I mean, I know that's not a comic book, or it was turned into a comic book, but like a perfect superhero movie director.
Yeah.
I love the Raimi Spider-Man movies, and even like Doctor Strange 2. Those movies fucking rip. Those movies are awesome. But the North Army Darkness. I have the Army Darkness poster in my living room right now. Same with the Alien Resurrections. I love Army Darkness. That's like awesome. So anyway, sorry, I'm yapping.
Yeah, no, there's a Shannon, if you go online and look up Wilmington, all the movies that were filmed out there, it'll blow your mind, dude.
Mandy with Nick Cage, Library. Yes. That movie that's like one of my favorite movies ever. Mandy's awesome. Panos Cosmatos, George Cosmatos, the guy that directed Tombstone and what's the movie with the rats and Peter Weller?
Of Unknown Origin.
Of Unknown Origin. He also directed that. That's his son, the guy that directed Mandy in that really good episode of that Guillermo del Toro.
Oh, really?
With Peter Weller Peter Wellers as that rich guy with like Eric Andre and
Steve love that. Yes.
On Netflix. Yeah.
That's great. I haven't even seen Mandy yet. Yeah, we stayed out in Cary Beach out there, out in Wilmington. And if you're ever out there again, Shannon, in Cary Beach, there's a bar. It's called Joe and...
Wasn't it like something Joe's?
Oh my God. Give me a second. Joe and Buds. It's called Joe and Buds. And it was funny because Jennifer Tuck's mom was sitting there and we were in the bar drinking. And the bartender, she's just this sweet, when you think of a sweet little blonde-haired Southern belle with the accent, the Southern drawl and stuff. And I'm like, we're sitting there drinking and I'm like, they had these little wine, because every once in a while I like a glass of wine, right? So I'm sitting there and I go, Jen, do you think she's going to think I'm a bitch if I get a glass of wine? And she's like, no, go order wine. So then the bartender comes over. She's like, what do you need, honey? And I'm like, I'll take some of that Chardonnay over there. And she looks at Jen and she goes, oh, wow. It's kind of a little bitch, huh? You overheard what I said. And I was like, what? Anyway.
I miss the Bojangles.
Oh, Bojangles chicken. Come on.
Zaxby's? Come on now. Yeah. Flesh of the Gods. That's the
It is Flesh of the Gods. Yep.
Yeah, and then he was also trying to make a space love movie. Romantic like space movie. Unless that's the same thing. Flesh of the Gods might be the same thing. But yeah, for years he was trying to make a Hellraiser movie. And that's what the LSD Necrocosm. Yep. But he's trying to make a Hellraiser movie for the longest time, and the Weinsteins had the rights, I'm pretty sure, the Dimension Pictures or whatever, and they wouldn't want to put a lot of money into it, so he shelved it and used some of the character designs into the LSD bikers in Mandy, which is cool.
I haven't even seen that yet. Damn it.
So good. You got to watch it.
Oh, Wrightsville Beach. Yeah. Yeah, he is. He's trying to get the Friday the 13th rights too.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how that Jason universe stuff's going to go. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
They had actually funny enough, the guy that made Hannibal, the TV show, Brian Fuller, he was the one that was supposed to make that Crystal Lake show for A24. And then they just kind of like, I think they even started filming it and then they just snatched it and redid it or something.
No, what's her name's the girl that played Velma? Isn't she playing
Linda Cardellini?
Isn't she playing Jason Voorhees' mom in that?
Yep.
I'll be right back. I can use the best.
That's fine. But yeah, Jason X, yeah. I recently, I've been getting into the like the Nightmare on Elm Street Friday the 13th comic books, like the Jason versus Leatherface comic. And the I found a couple of old Nightmare on Elm Street, the Innovation ones that I have. And I've been loving those. I need to get more. So But yeah, Mandy library. Mandy is, and the Black Rainbow, Under the Black Rainbow. I think that's his first one. Those are so nice. The last couple weeks got me feeling like Jason X. No, for real, Ozzy. That's true. Are you a Fred head? I can be sometimes. I might be a little bit of a Fred head. But yeah, let's see here. But did you see the?
Ooh.
Yeah, they're awesome. I think I also have the Innovation. What is it? I have the Innovation. I think Innovation made them. The Fright Night comics with like the 3D glasses.
The what?
The Fright Night comics with like the 3D glasses. I think it's like issue 7 or something like that with the bats that latch onto people's heads. But yeah, Bubba's the best boy. Yeah, I was talking about the Jason comics, Jason versus Leatherface.
Oh yeah.
The top.
Oh, Jason. I'm still irritated. If you watch the collector's edition DVD of Freddy versus Jason, they have the commentary on it with Robert Englund, the director, and the guy that played Jason in that. And they talk about a Jason versus Freddy versus Ash movie that was in development at the time of doing that. Because if you watch, is it Friday the 13th, Jason dies or goes to hell?
Yeah, Jason goes to
the Necronomicon. Did you guys talk about that already?
No, and then they have the
Necronomicon, and the dagger is in the movie.
Y'all, there is also, speaking of comics in that same realm, do you remember the Freddy versus Jason versus Ash comics?
Yeah.
Those were written by the guys that did the unfinished scripts.
Really?
Like, the sequel to it. Those are really hard to find, honestly. Those are expensive now. If find some if you can find a copy somewhere for cheap, read them. Or it's so cool. Ash teams up with like the Dream Warriors and shit to fight Freddy.
Oh, really? I guess
it's like awesome. Yeah. Beyond the Black Rainbow that's awesome. That's a great movie. Freddy versus the Pope. That's crazy. That's crazy work.
That would be crazy.
That would be insane. But yeah, low printed. Yeah, swag. Oh, and then also swag that. Yeah, the Jason versus Michael Myers.
Yeah,
we got that. That's got to happen. That's got to happen.
That'd be good, I think.
If they
I
just
just
would
like-
stop fighting over the damn rights to Jason, you know, and just like they could make so much more money, you know.
I know. Well, it's because, I mean, you got these horror icons and you want to watch them. It's like when Godzilla versus King Kong or King Kong versus Godzilla came out. You know, we wanted to see that. You wanted to see that movie. And I'm talking about the one that was made back in the late 60s. You know, and they used to do that. They used to have the horror creatures fighting each other and horror monsters and everything. And that's what I loved about the Freddy versus Jason.
That would be awesome. Have you seen Library? Have you seen the Panos Cosmatos the Netflix episode he did with Eric Andre, and then Dead by Daylight? Have you played Dead by Daylight? I mean, I know you've played a lot of the like Evil Dead, which is pretty similar, and then the Friday the 13th.
I played some Dead by Daylight, yeah.
Yeah, that game has crazy amount of like killers and stuff.
I
Like
used
Silent
to
Hill and
swag. I played the shit out of Friday the 13th game. Right? I played the shit out of it. I loved that game so much. I knew where everything was at, running around.
Yeah, that game. I wish I played more of it. I know you can still. I think you can still host private lobbies, can you?
Yeah, I think.
Or is that even gone? Or that might be even.
I have no idea. But when they brought the, I haven't played that Killer Clowns from Outer Space game, which
I
is
played a little bit of that. Texas Chainsaw.
But I played a lot of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre video game, and it was fun. But it just got to a point where you're playing with too many people that were Cabinet of Curiosities was great.
Would have been awesome. Really,
Matt Berry.
Matt Berry. That would have been great, honestly.
Matt Berry, Tucson, Arizona.
What's his name in what we did?
What we did in the shadows. What
What
was his name when he put the toothpick in?
I almost said Duncan, Idaho, but that's
No,
Dune.
Just wait. Jackie Daytona.
Jackie Daytona. There we go.
Jackie Daytona. New York City.
But yeah, I think the servers for the Evil Dead game are still up, but they're like really dead. Even though that game was fine, you know.
Evil Dead game was kick ass too.
And then the Kickstarter for Friday the 13th. I remember like waiting. I remember we watched a trailer for that in the Kickstarter when it dropped because it was supposed to be like a Camp Slaughter or something like that. It was supposed to be just like not related to Friday the 13th until people were like, wait, they should do that. They should turn into like a Friday the 13th game.
Yeah,
that's pretty sick. Scream game, that would be pretty sick.
Scream game would be fun. Run around. I don't know. Any game where you can run around and, you know, pretend to kill 70s or 80s high school kids. That's fun.
Physical and digital, that's awesome. I had it on the Switch, which was weird. The Nintendo Switch. Which was weird. That game ran weird on there. I don't know what they were doing putting that on there, but
oh, got it. Yeah. Good stuff. All right, we want to keep going here for a little bit longer, or?
That's up to you, man. I'm down. This is fun.
Okay, here. I'm gonna try to find a different character here. Well, let's find it. Let's find another movie trailer here, dude.
Movie trailer. Anyone in chat want a recommendation? Throw in a recommendation real quick. I mean, we could watch maybe like Mandy, the Mandy trailer.
Want to?
Something.
I loved Alien versus Predator.
I didn't really like Requiem because you couldn't see anything. It was so dark. Like, it's hard to watch that movie. But that first one, was it Paul W.S. Anderson? Is that the guy that made that? Was that his name?
Yeah.
No. Event Horizon.
Wait a second. Oh, God. I love that movie.
Hamilton.
Just a second, I got a trailer. I know we were talking about Mandy, but I got a different one.
Equinox. Which one's that?
Oh dear Lord, dude.
Equinox. Is that the one from 1970, Shannon? Jack Woods, I think that's what it says. I never heard of that. I might have to watch that. It's on Max.
Equinox, yes. Equinox is crazy.
I've never seen that. I got to do my homework.
Here, well, okay, so this next trailer I'm going to show is another 80s flick. One of my favorite. Stuart Gordon, who I have met and I worked with, I guess you may want to say. And here, this is my favorite Stuart Gordon movie. I'm going to show the trailer. Here we go. Give me a sec.
Lake Placid versus Anaconda. I've seen that before. That movie's crazy.
Every journey begins in the mind. A flight of imagination. A vision of what might lie across the universe. Or within the deepest regions of the subconscious. Dr. Edward Pretorius is about to embark on such a journey.
It's out of control.
Oh, man.
Humans are such easy prey.
From the makers of Reanimator, from beyond.
Beautiful. Beautiful. That's such a good movie.
That movie was...
Barbara Crampton.
Yeah, it's she's so hot.
She's awesome. I love Barbara Crampton. Let's see.
Wait, that made me sound like a dick.
No, it's true. I mean, you're valid.
Apocalypto is an amazing movie. Amazing movie.
Yellow Jackets. I haven't seen the newest season of Yellow Jackets, or I never even finished season 2. Honestly, not from it being bad or anything. I just kind of got sidetracked with stuff.
Give me another second here. All right. Then we'll go back and we'll talk about these last 2 trailers that we've been doing here. Ready?
Under the crimson, primordial sky, red wood reached into the dark embrace. His fist closed around the serpent's eye. Strange and eternal.
I need you to get me that girl I saw. You know what to do. special one, Mandy. I, too, am a special one. Let us be so very special together.
So what you gonna do with that thing?
I'm going hunting.
So what you hunting?
There he is.
It's crazy evil. You think you're so in love? I'll show you love. Oh, man. What's wrong with you? You exceed the cosmic darkness.
It glowed from within, strange and eternal.
Oh,
Why have I not seen this movie?
I've been telling you to watch it for years.
Why have I not watched that movie?
Winston Duke showing up in there
I
too.
failed you, son. I failed you. What?
It's a great movie. I've watched that movie so many times.
Oh, yeah,
Alive. Yeah, Winston Duke there. It's an awesome movie. It's very dark though. There's some really fucked up stuff in it. I'm
Okay,
not
just
gonna
wait,
lie,
just wait.
but
We got to go back to From Beyond quick.
From
From
Beyond.
Beyond is such a twisted, bizarre movie. It's a total, like, if you read the short story by H.P. Lovecraft, it sticks with that sort of theme with everything. But the thing about Stuart Gordon and From Beyond is it's all. I think when Stuart Gordon was younger, he had a problem with sex. Because everything that comes out of sex is so twisted and disgusting and monstrous, and I don't know.
Mhm.
But From Beyond is so good because you got Ken Foree's in it,
Ken Foree's awesome.
and then you got. Why am I blanking tonight?
Barbara Crampton. You got
Crampton.
Jeffrey Combs.
Combs is in it.
What's the name of the like bad guy? What's that actor's name?
He's like a French dude, isn't he?
Yeah,
He
I think so.
And he just kind of wanted to be in the movie. He was like buddies with like Brando and all that crap. But yeah, that's like
yeah, it's a great movie.
I love that movie. I think it's so damn good. And yeah, it's just it's so gross when they kind of go off into the other dimension kind of thing. You're like, what is going on here?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's up with Mandy? Is that his daughter? Does his daughter get taken or what?
That's his wife or his girlfriend. Also, Library From Beyond is free on Pluto TV right now, so you can watch it with ads. But yeah. So it's the main character, Nick Cage's character. His name's Red, and he's a lumberjack. And I think it's hinted at that he was in like Vietnam. Because the movie I think takes place in the 80s. And then he meets this. He's like super quiet. And then he meets this girl named Mandy, and they've been together for I don't know how long. I've seen it so many times, but it's such a slow burn and stuff like that that you're kind of like, yeah, it's awesome. But pretty much there's this. She's like a free spirit. Listens to like metal and poetry and is nerdy and cool and awesome and hot and stuff. And there's a part in the movie where she goes on a walk, and there's this guy that's this washed up like 60s band member that made really shitty music that still has like a crazy ego, and he has this whole like drugged posse, like he has a cult. And he sees her, and he's like, I want that. And he thinks he can get her. And Jeremiah Sand, played by Linus Roach. He played as Thomas Wayne in Batman Begins.
Really?
Yeah. And
Different role, I guess.
yeah, different, very different. You see his pecker in it. So
What?
yeah, you see it. But he yeah, Jeremiah Sand, and oh, geez, it's been a while. It's actually been a bit since I watched it. But he organizes this thing to take her pretty much, and she's like, "You're you're jackass. What? Like you think you're gonna get something from me? You know, like what's wrong with you?" And he literally loses his mind. His like whole ego's crushed, and so he decides to kill her in front of I guess this is a spoiler, but I mean that's the plot. But he decides to kill her in front of Nick Cage, and Nick Cage goes from this like very stoic guy into fucking Jason Voorhees.
Really?
Yeah, there's a scene right after everything happens that's so heartbreaking and like crazy. I'm surprised Nick Cage didn't get nominated for it.
He's been in some great. I want to see that new Surfer movie that he's in.
What is it called? Surfer?
The Surfer.
The Surfer?
It just looks so like the head bad guy's the what's his name? Julian McMahon, who played Doctor Doom in the 20th Century Fox the Fantastic Four movies.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that one just looks really bizarre too, you know.
But I highly recommend. And then there's also this LSD demons. There's these people that have taken so much of this hallucinogenic drug that they become demons. Like it detached their mind so far from taking all these drugs that they become Cenobites on motorcycles and shit with spikes.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, why have I not seen this movie?
It's awesome. I've told you to watch it a couple times.
But I just blew
you have
it
to
off.
be in the
didn't I?
mood. You have
I
to
was
be in
like,
the
whatever,
mood,
kid. You don't know what you're talking about.
No. Yeah, there's I don't know. I don't get too graphic on here, but there's a demon with an appendage that's a sword.
Well, we've been talking about cocks all night.
Yeah, he has a dick sword. He has a
dick sword.
He has a dick sword, and he's watching like cartoons about like I think doing drugs or something.
Well, yeah.
And the guy that there's a little infomercial with this goblin that makes mac and cheese, and it's made by the guy that did Too Many Cooks, the like Adult Swim thing.
What?
Yeah. And there's also a chainsaw fight that Panos wanted to put in there because he likes Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2.
So is it as good as the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 chainsaw fight with Dennis Hopper and Leatherface?
It's I don't know. I don't want to say it's as good, but it's like it's a different. It's less insane, I think.
Okay.
Because Dennis Hopper's like the entire time. It's like more like this is like towards the end of his like battle, and he's a little tired, but he's like keeping up, and he gets up. It's awesome. It's great. The Cheddar Goblin. Yep.
There's a Cheddar Goblin?
Yeah, that's the mac and cheese.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But yeah.
Sounds. If I was going to be a goblin, I'd want to be a Cheddar Goblin.
Yeah.
Cheddar and tater tot goblin.
But yeah, but From Beyond, back to From Beyond. That movie is such a fever dream. That movie's fucking crazy.
I know it is. It really is. You're just like I remember the first time I saw that. I was at Grandpa Tom's house for the weekend, and I stayed up late and I was watching HBO. And at the beginning of the HBO, it would always be like, "This movie is rated R. It contains nudity, strong sexual content." Well, that's all I needed to see was the nudity and the strong sexual content. I'm going to watch it when everybody's sleeping. I'm 13 at the time. And I started watching it, and I'm like, and it was just slowly, what?
No.
What is that? You just really get creeped out by it. But yeah, it's one of my favorite. And I'll never forgive myself for not going to Fargo and meeting Jeffrey Combs. That was so stupid.
Mm-hmm.
And that bad dad on that one. Bad dad.
No, you're good.
Bad dad.
I remember the first time I watched From Beyond, you had it on DVD. And I found it in like one of your storage boxes. Good night, sir. I found it in the storage box, and you were at work, and I was like, I'm gonna watch this movie. And I watched it, and it's awesome because I was like, wait? It says from the guy that made Reanimator, and I've seen the Reanimator.
Yeah.
And I watched it, and I'm like, I can't tell nobody I watched this. This is a secret. But yeah, no, that movie's awesome.
Junk Sword.
Junk Sword.
Yeah. Junk Sword.
But yeah,
Junk Sword.
no, I love the movie Mandy. That I know I'm yapping about it, but I think that movie's actually amazing, and I'm so happy that Panos is. I hope he gets his movie made. If I won the lottery, I'd give him money for it. Honestly, it's like a lottery movie.
Nice.
So,
Junk Sword. Nice.
Junk Sword.
All right, folks. Well, we're gonna call it a night here. We just wanted to test to see if this works. We got some good response from you guys from the chat.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking maybe every Saturday night, about 10 o'clock Central Time, we're gonna do a live Joe and Tuck's trailer hour where we show trailers and talk about the movie, and then get off track and then talk about 3 movies. And but yeah, we thumbs up everything we watched. So I'd like to thank everybody for showing up. Like I said, next Saturday at 10 o'clock. Everybody have a good night.
Thank you, guys.
Watch more movies.
Watch more movies. Let's go.
Yeah, watch
Let's
more
go.
movies, guys.
Let's watch more movies, guys.
Get out there and watch more movies.
But yeah.
Okay. See you guys next Saturday night.
You guys,
Thanks,
thank
everybody.
you. Whoa.